Hello and welcome to today's video. Today's video is going to be about my mental health and what are they and what I have been doing in the last 3 years to deal with them unmedicated, because I'm not medicated. Currently I'm not medicated, but I definitely do plan to explore getting medicated. So my mental health issues are ADHD, attention deficit hyperactive disorder, anxiety, and depression. I am an anxious person, very. I overthink on everything. I'm also depressed. I've said that already. We're gonna touch back to basis. This is just gonna be chaotic. Let's just accept that fact. So my anxiety feeds my depression, and my depression feeds my anxiety. So it usually is centered around my ADHD. It's usually centered around my ADHD. Yeah, my anxiety and my depression are just stemming from, at least that's how I feel. For me personally, that's how I feel. I feel like it's just stemming from like ADHD. Like if you have autism, you're gonna have anxiety and depression. Like I feel like if you're on the spectrum as a neurodivergent, you're gonna have anxiety and depression, or both, or one or the other. That's my personal opinion. I could be wrong, but that's just my personal opinion. My anxiety, it's hard to get out of bed. It's hard to even go to bed because I hyper focus. So like, just like pep talk myself, which is what I usually do. Just be like, okay, you're okay. Even if I slip up, it's like, okay, you're okay. Take a step back and try again. That's it. That's just it. So how would I describe ADHD for me? ADHD for me is a chaotic mess. It's like walking into a storage closet of all your things, things that are unorganized or not labeled. It's just thrown out there. But I know where everything is. I know what this is. I know what that is. I know how to find the things. But it's just in a pile. It's just in a pile. Like to everyone else, it just looked like a mess. But for me, I know what that pile is. I know what this is. I know. Like I'm trying to describe it. Like I feel like my ADHD is like this 3-floor library, and nothing is labeled. Like you don't know what floor is what. You don't know where the history floor is. You don't know where the comic book floor is. You don't know where nothing is. But I can walk into that library and find what I'm looking for. No problem. Yeah, I think that's how I would describe my ADHD. I would describe my ADHD like a 3-floor library that's not labeled. That nothing is categorized. Everything's just, there's books. That's all you know. But I can walk in there and find what I'm looking for. No problem. Like I feel like if you label it, I can't find it. I can't find it. Don't label it. Just don't label it. No, label it, because sometimes I can find it. Like if I know I'm the one that's labeling it, I can find it. But if someone else labels it, I'm not gonna find it. How do I deal with my anxiety? Writing. Pep talking myself usually works. Meditating does help too. I don't do much of that these days, but I really should. Like I used to. Not these days. These days I haven't been meditating. These days I've just been writing, which is great. How would I describe my anxiety? I would describe my anxiety like dealing with my child self. It's just dealing with the little kid me. That's how I would call it. It's just my little kid that I have to like soothe and like calm down. It's just like, okay, it's okay. We're okay. My depression. My depression. How would I describe my depression? My depression. You know, the little devil on your shoulder that tells you just do it. That's what I would just say that my depression looks like. Like cloaked in black, hood over, just that little voice, that negative little voice in the back of your head is just like, do it. Do it. Do what? I don't know. How do I deal with that depression? I sit down with her. I literally look her in the eyes and go, no, I'm not gonna do it. Or I write. Like, I talk to her. I'm just like, why do you want to do it? I literally look her in the eyes and go, why? Why? She shuts up. She just completely shuts up and leaves me alone. Yeah, just ask her why. Why do you want to do it? Why? Or I write. What advice would I give to anybody? Find what works for you, because not everything works for everybody. Therapy works, but like I feel like you need to find, like, going through therapy, like having to vet through therapists. I'm by the way, I don't have a therapist right now. I don't have a therapist. I can't afford one right now. So yeah, I would love to go back to therapy. I would, but I don't have a therapist right now because I can't afford one. Find what works for you. Writing works. Walking works. Coloring works. Drawing works. Just find what works for you. Like sitting under the sun in the yard works for you. It could work. Just, that's what I would say. Therapy definitely works. If you don't feel comfortable doing in-person therapy, there's apps for that. There's BetterHelp. There's what's the other one? There's two that I know of. There's BetterHelp. There's Something Space. I forgot what it's called. BetterHelp has been taking quite a turn. There's been a lot of, I've noticed that there's been a lot of ads directed towards BetterHelp, but I've also heard there's been not so great things about BetterHelp, so I'm a little worried about BetterHelp. What was the other one? Because there was another one. Talkspace. That's what I was using before. I was using Talkspace. But yeah, but there's like a plethora of apps that you can use. Calm is a good one. Ooh, Headspace is a good one. Headspace is good for like meditating. There's even one centered around the LGBTQ. Yeah, there's a plethora of good apps. Like if you don't want to talk to in person, look for an app. I just literally just type in therapy apps, and I just found like a plethora of apps. Like talking to people also helps. Talking to someone that you trust, that you know is not going to judge you about any of this, helps. Like I talked to my mom. My mom doesn't judge me on any of this. I got that. I talked to my sister. My sister doesn't judge me on any of this. But yeah, my mental health in the last 3 years has been a whirlwind. It's been a whirlwind. Like I've learned a lot about myself in the last 3 years. And now I think I'm in a better place now. Knowing how to deal with it without being medicated, number one, because I'm not medicated, if I haven't mentioned that before. And just accept that I'm just gonna have days. Where I'm just like, today I'm not gonna work. Today I'm just gonna relax. I'm gonna have a spa day. I'm gonna treat myself. Face masks, face mask, bubble bath, treat myself to some ice cream, and just have a relaxing day. I don't have to work today. Because you know, that's gonna happen. That's gonna happen. You're gonna have those days. And that's okay. That's okay. But yeah, this is a short video. That's fine. I'll get into the Google things. That's fine. But yeah, I guess that's it. See you in the next video, guys.